move on to question 4 that we're on to now. So this one asks, should 0-hour staff complete mandatory training with a new employer if they've already undergone similar training elsewhere?
I think the short answer to this is yes, right? I think, training can be provided in different ways. In some cases, it can be more sufficient than others. But I think what the employer needs to draw their attention to is what is within their control. Again, if let's just use medication errors as an example. If I was being taken on and I said, well, actually, I've already done my medication administration training, I'm absolutely fine with this. The immediate question I would be asking against the employer is, do you have a certificate of this? What level was this provided at? Is it ROSPA accredited, CPD certified? In an absence of that, again, I would be looking to say, well, we can only control what's within our power. And even if they had completed similar training previously, let's make sure that they've completed our training in which we have a bit more control over. We know the level of training that we've provided. Again, I would certainly hope that training is competent. Because again, I hear a lot of people crying out for train the trainer. It's very easy for myself to turn up to an organisation and provide manual handling training. This is how you pick up and put down a box. However, if I'm not competent myself, then that training itself is pretty redundant. So again, let's make sure that we're providing the right training for our staff. Again, this isn't just an ethical obligation, this is a legal obligation at the end of the day. It would be required of any employer to provide training based on the tasks in which the employee will encounter, whether it be manual handling, medication administration, sharps within care awareness, whatever it might be. And so again, I would always recommend to reinstate that training, and it makes it far easier to manage from an operational perspective because we have almost that itinerary. Well, here are the training that was completed. We'll look to refresh that once annually or if something significant changes within the business. And then, it makes it far easier to say, right, well, now this has become outdated. Let's refresh that training and develop a bit more of a pragmatic system, as opposed to someone going through 10, 20, 30 courses, whether that be on-site or e-learning. Again, maybe let's look at segmenting them and, separating them across the year as an example. So again, I would always recommend that you reinstate your own training, even if someone has completed similar training elsewhere.
Incredibly helpful answer there, Kane. Thank you.